Hi everyone. So I got some questions about the biography assignment that the kids have to do. Up until now, they haven't had to do anything with research. They just had to do their SRP. They had to do their P1, which was pull apart the prompt. And they're going to do the P2 that's coming up where they would pick their ideas. But in order for them to pick their ideas, they need to know who they're going to write about. So I just kind of wanted to show you how they would go about researching a person. So when I'm modeling for them, when I'm showing them what to do, I'm doing it using Theodore Roosevelt and the Theodore Roosevelt book that we use in class. They're going to use Brain Pop on the computer or on the iPad in order to find their person or the person that they're interested in. So what we would do is I'm going to use my iPad here. We would go to the BrainPop website. You can log in. The username is PS200 and BrainPop for us is the password. And then we would log in. Okay. So then they can search and they're just going to write biography. Biography will come up and they can click. And then it's going to give you the biographies for a whole bunch of different people that they can choose from. So we've got Abraham Lincoln, Harriet Tubman, George Washington, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Ruby Bridges, Susan B. Anthony, who's also somebody we learned about in class, George Washington Carver, Eloise Greenfield, Johnny Appleseed. It does say for it to be an American, so I'd kind of maybe leave out like Wolfgang, Vincent van Gogh, but we've got Helen Keller, Jackie Robinson, Amelia Earhart. So they've got any of these people that they can choose from. They can go in, they can watch the video, see what the person is about, and then choose them. You can help them choose them. It's kind of up to you. So I would go in, and just because we know her, I'm going to click on Susan B. Anthony. And I'm going to watch the brain pop. So the good thing, or the thing that I like about Brain Pop is that it shows the kids material in a question and answer format. So as it goes on, it will give a question here. What was life like when Susan B. Anthony was growing up? And then it'll continue on to answer the question. And it'll continue with a few more questions. What did Susan B. Anthony do? It'll continue with some information about that. And let's see. How did Susan B. Anthony fight for women's suffrage? So it usually does like a 3 question and answer format. As they're going, what they can be doing is they can be jotting down notes about the person that they're going to write about. So if I was jotting down stuff about Susan B. Anthony, I would just take notes. She fought for women's rights. She spoke about temperance, which was the act of drinking little to no alcohol. She did protests, any kind of information that they can gather. And they would just jot it down on a piece of paper, let's say for themselves, to get their ideas or to see why they wanted to choose this person to begin with. I mean, it should be somebody that they're at least interested in. So basically all they would do is just get a piece of paper, jot down some notes, and that way when we're working on our P2 for later, they already have the notes, or they might just have to go back and watch the Brain Pop video again. It's not that big of a deal. They don't need to write everything down in full sentences. It's just like short note taking, so I wouldn't write Susan B. Anthony. I wouldn't even write Theodore Roosevelt. I would write TR, or I would write SBA just for short. And that's how they're going to research their person and figure out who the person that they're going to use is, and the information that they want to write about that person. So I hope this clears up the biography research part, so that because we're going to take that later and we're going to use that to do all of our writing. So they don't need to be doing the biography yet. We're taking baby steps with this, and we're going to just do it little by little. So and I'm going to teach them each step. So that's basically how they would do the actual research for the person they want. I'll post this video to the as a link to our classroom, and then if you have any questions, we can take it from there. Okay.